Well, good morning. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living. I'm Teresa James, and let's start off with a song. Sorry. Kind friends all gathered round. There's something I would say, that what brings us together here has blessed us all today. Love has made a circle that holds us all in sight. We're strangers or as family, loneliness can't hide. You must give yourself to love. If love is what you're after, open up your hearts to the tears and the laughter, and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. I've walked these mountains in rain, learned to love the wind. I've been up before the sunrise to watch the day begin. I always knew I'd find you, I just never did know how. Like sunshine on a cloudy day, you stand before me now. So give yourself to love. If love is what you're after, open up your heart to the tears and the laughter. Give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. Love is born in fire. It's planted like a seed. Love can't give you everything, but it can give you what you need. Love comes when you're ready. It comes when you're afraid. It will be your greatest teacher, the best friend you have made. So give yourself to love. If love is what you're after, open up your heart to the tears and the laughter. Give yourself to love. Give yourself to love.
Good morning, Teresa James.
Good morning.
I'm just transfixed by that song and the lyrics and your beautiful rendition of it.
Oh, well, thank you.
You know, that song holds personally for me so much power, as I shared with you earlier. It takes me back to a time of the Insight seminars, and it was a time of my personal journey, many years after being introduced to this teaching, but of the theme was insight seminars, gift from the heart, living from the heart. And I'd forgotten that until right now, the heart part. And so it does reinforce exactly what the lyrics are telling you to do and exactly what we're going to begin talking about today of giving yourself to love. Um, and so I thank you for giving yourself to love and doing that through the lyrics of that song and just sharing your light.
Thank you. I'm very, very happy to be here.
Good. Well, we're going to have a wonderful time together today. So we already have had a fun journey, right? Since our sound check this morning. Well, good. All right. We'll see you in a bit. I'm so glad you're here.
All right.
So good morning if it's morning, wherever you are, everyone, and welcome to the center. And if not, hello to all of you, as it is Sunday, the 1st of February in the year 2026. If you live by the Gregorian calendar, I say that jokingly, and part of our sound check earlier, we were having conversations around time and space between Travis and Teresa and I. And so I want to just say, wherever you may be and whatever you may believe, let's all choose to use our mind in this very moment to believe and to know that right where we are, love is. And today, as we travel on this journey together, through our Sunday celebration service, that we do all indeed give ourselves to love. And we can begin that journey today by giving ourselves to love, by tuning into the human emotion of love. And we all know what that feels like, and allow that to be a bit of self-love. And then to expand on that and to give ourselves to love as a quality of the divine. We are the Center for Spiritual Living Los Angeles, and our vision statement is supporting individuals finding their personal self-empowerment through a spiritual awakening. Today, I invite in for each of us a spiritual awakening to a greater experience and expression of love as a quality of the divine. The great Ernest Holmes, who was the revealer, if you will, of the teaching of the science of mind, which is what we practice primarily here at the Center for Spiritual Living Los Angeles, defines love as the self-givingness of spirit, whose desire is to create more of itself. Goes on to say that it can only do that through itself, which is you, and it is me. We are the essence of the very thing itself. And so today, let's all relax into a time shared and spent together of the love, the energy of love, both at that qualitative component of the essence of life that is you and that is me, and also feel the energy of the emotion of love itself. It is the month of love. And so thank you for being here. I honor you for being here. I welcome you for being here, and know that exactly that which you are seeking is seeking you, which is a greater experience and expression of the thing itself. And so without further ado, I'm putting onto our screen our opening slide, reminding us of our vision statement, supporting individuals finding their personal self-empowerment through a spiritual awakening. I have this beautiful slide up today with purpose as we kick off the month of Black History Month here in the United States of America. And I invite all of us to be open to learning something anew today. And so we say hello to each one of us and invite us all in to open up to an act of namaste. I'm going to speak of namaste a bit later in our service through the intention of honoring the love that exists within me and within you as a quality of the divine, and feeling it as an emotion as well. Love, the gift that keeps on giving. And so I invite you, wherever you may be today, if it's safe and comfortable, to take a deep breath in. Place your hands in prayer position, exhaling, and taking another deep breath in, closing your eyes if that feels comfortable, and exhaling and saying namaste. In its most literal translation, it is I bow to thee. As we see that happening on the screen. We are a community that comes together on Sunday mornings to teach and practice primarily the philosophy, faith, and way of life known as the science of mind. At its very foundational core, it references the oneness of life itself. While there is the oneness of life, there's also the multidimensionality of life, which is the experience and expression of it in its individualistic form, which is you, which is me. My favorite quote, as you all know, is Ernest Holmes' quote of Spirit has placed the stamp of individuality upon itself and called it you. Why that matters, because all that there is mind. You and I are individualized expressions of that mind. And because we live in a universe that's governed by spiritual law, that which we know ourselves to be, whether consciously or unconsciously, manifests itself in form, and we get to take a look and experience life relative to that. What that all comes down to is if we don't care for, even if we would just like to change what's going on in our life, it's incumbent upon us to change our thinking. We were also talking about that earlier in our sound check of probably, I'm going to say now more than ever in life, it's important for us to remember that we have the opportunity to change the experience of our life by changing our thinking in this very moment. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is, at its most simplistic format, to remember to make a choice. And that choice is to remember that we are indeed imbued with love, the self-givingness of spirit, whose desire is to create more of itself. And the only way it can do that is out of itself, meaning you and me. By remembering that, and because it responds to us in its way of, only way it can do that is impersonally, meaning it just responds to us, not selectively, that it provides for us the opportunity to be both more self-empowered and spiritually awakened. And it's through there that we change our state of mind and ultimately change our experience, because that is indeed the way it works. And so, as a community, we come together to welcome all races, all religions, all countries of origins, all sexual orientations, all genders, all abilities. We stand with you and want you to know that just as you are, you're safe here within our community. We celebrate you as an individualized expression of the divine. We also know that our word has power and we like to use it as an empowered being. And so please affirm with me these great words. We welcome one and we welcome all. Let's just let that energy resonate over us and around us, that we welcome one and welcome all as we move into our morning ritual called Calling in the Light. And today, as we celebrate love, knowing that light and love is synonymous, let's choose to know that as we call in the light, we're also calling in that awareness of love. And so let's just look at that flickering flame on the screen and tune into the energy of an awakening awareness of light and love and all the other energies of the divine as we hear these words. Today we perform this ceremony to promote the universal consciousness of life, which acknowledges that all peoples and all faiths, all sentient beings come from the one great universal presence, which we call spirit. The purpose of this ritual is to draw into our gathering this morning a conscious awareness, and I'm going to add to that an expanded conscious awareness of our oneness and the qualities that we possess as complete expressions of the divine. Looking into the flickering flame, let's remember that those are peace and power, beauty and joy, and light and life and love and wisdom. And so as we feel the vibrations shift during this experience, may we each become ever more aware of the light of life that exists in and as all expressions of life, which includes you and it includes me. And so now looking at the flame, the flickering flame on the screen, and all of the flickering flames behind it, which are representative of the individualized expression, you and I, as the one. And let's tune into the energy of our theme for the month that we kick off, love, the gift that keeps on giving. And just feel the love that's now been shared just in this time, this brief time we've shared together this morning. And then tuning into the self-givingness of spirit, let's look at that candle as it transforms into a heart, which is the symbol of love. Give yourself to love. If love is what you're after, and it's what we're all after. But it's not something we have to seek to invite in. It's something that's already there that we can tune into and practice it and participate in it and ultimately reveal more of that which it is. And then use it in a way to honor that in others. I'd like to share a affirmation from the Science of Mind magazine as our mantra for today. Referencing the oneness and love as a quality of this oneness. There's one life. That life is God. That life is my life now. In God I live and move and have my being, and God lives in me and moves through me. I affirm this today. The life of God is the only life there is, and that life is my life now. Complete and perfect. Complete and perfect. Let's just feel that as it resonates in each of us. Teresa's going to come on and take us through the song One Flame. And I invite you to take that in as she sings this song and feels the energy of it.
There is one flame that burns in our hearts. There is one light that shines through our love. We light this flame with faith. We find this light within our own soul. There is one flame, one light within.
So beautiful. That's I'm trying to remember the name of the guy that wrote that song.
Ken Francis.
Ken Francis. I kept wanting to say Ken James. Wasn't making any sense. Ken Francis, yeah. You know, you and I were talking a little bit earlier about just kind of the journey of staying tuned in right now, and um, the essence of the ritual that we just did, and then the um, beautiful song of one light, one flame. It's really challenging in these times to remember that we do live in a life of oneness, right? There seems to be so many examples, right? So many examples of separateness or division. And even it's hard for the mind to comprehend sometimes the both truths that we live in oneness and there is that which appears otherwise, right? Um, and so it's one of those things where it's just for us. It's important for us to remember that, right? Just to remember it to the best of our ability and be gentle and kind and loving with ourselves on that journey as well. So
Not always easy, but
not always easy, but the opportunity is always there. So what's the next song you have for us?
well, it's called Choose Love.
Oh, I love it.
Choose
All
Love.
right, well, take it away.
Right. Years cannot age you. Fear cannot scare you. Pain Death cannot kill you. Choose love. Choose love. Choose love. Choose love. War cannot harm you, and hunger can't starve you. Sin cannot shame you, and guilt cannot blame you. Choose love. Choose love. Choose love. Choose love. When you're doubting your direction, and you feel like giving up, choose love. Money has spent you, beauty will tempt you, fame will fool you, power will rule you. Choose love. Choose love. Choose love. Choose love. When you're doubting your direction, and you're tempted to give it up, just choose love. Choose love. Choose love. Years cannot age you, just choose love. Fear cannot scare you if you choose love. Just choose love.
Choose love. Mm. Thank you for the warmth of that.
I love that.
Thank you.
It's a good reminder.
Yeah. All right. See you in a bit. So it sounds like we're peppering you all with love today, both emotionally and conceptually. And the truth is, we are. And as we were talking, and when I say we were earlier in our sound check, when we do sound check to make sure the levels are right and everything's working, and we always that sometimes that's a journey, and we were having just conversations and checking in, and I was sharing with Teresa and Travis about how um, I get up on Sunday mornings really early and review the notes I have for the day, and clear my head and all of that, right? And then take Sweeney for a walk. That's my four-legged spiritual offspring. And I did that just today. And I was thinking on the journey this morning of like, okay, so like I'm really talking about love today, love, 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 the oneness of life and that which is. And as I literally stepped over a person sleeping on the sidewalk here in the neighborhood, I asked myself, can I practice what I preach, right? Like, am I willing to engage in that? And I shared that with them this morning as I'm sharing it with you to remind all of us that it really is this journey of spiritual awakenings and personal self-empowerment is really a journey of moment by moment by moment and making the decision to the best of our ability to choose love when there's seemingly the opposite or something that's not love in our presence in life. And I know that you all can relate to that, whether it's a person that seems to be unhoused on the street or watching someone go through a physical malady or what's going on in the political structure, or moments when we go through our own stuff that blows our mind a little bit. I just going to be really transparent and open with you guys. In between when we did sound checked and then broke and came back, I was in the house doing a little bit of work and jammed my finger, and my little finger right here is bent, and I'm a little freaked out by it, but I can do this and choose love and know that I'm healing, and at the same time trust that there's an energy within me to take us on this journey right now for all of us to have a spiritual awakening without being emotionally attached to what that looks like or feels like. What does all that mean? What it means is that at all times we are living in a universe where it's multidimensional. There's so many things taking place. And if we can make the decision, which then oftentimes requires us to make the decision, to then make the decision or the choice to keep returning back to that which we know, then the experience of life will reflect that. It will, right? But that may be fleeting, but that's okay. The key is to keep returning back to that. My plan to start our message this morning, and I'm going to believe that's where we're at right now, is to read these words to you and have a little fun with this theme for the month. And I'm not going to do it lyrically. Well, I might, but let me read it to you and see what you think. Love, exciting and new. Come aboard. We're expecting you, love's sweetest reward. Let it float. Let it flow. It floats back to you. The love boat will soon be making another run. The love boat promises something for everyone. Set a course for adventure. Your mind on a new romance. Love won't hurt anyone. It's an open smile on a friendly shore. You might wonder why I chose that other than the comic element of it, right? The tongue-in-cheek element, which is definitely part of it. But I did it really to kind of shake us up a little bit, because love as a concept isn't a new topic in the month of February. And it's not even really new for me to address in February. And it's certainly not new for me to address in the context of Sunday morning, because it is one of those qualities of the divine that we keep being reminded to tune into as a frequency of life and to let it manifest itself through us. But today it's my objective to have each of us put into action the lyrics of this song so that we begin a new adventure that is exciting and new, and we tune into life's sweetest reward and know that as we do that, it floats back to us, because love and energy, a vibration of life, is indeed cyclical, and that as we choose to do that, it does indeed promise a course and adventure for romance. Now, romance, obviously, in its most traditional sense, and it was my intention to look up the definition of romance, and I didn't do that, but we know enough that it's a journey of the heart, if you will, and that is what I want us to make a commitment to today, is a journey of the heart, because love is the gift that keeps on giving, and one that may be one that is in the traditional romantic sense of amore, of love of the heart, that is involved with another being so often of light, whether it be one of the canine or feline or bird or aquatic or human way. But in addition to that, my objective for us is to do that, creating a romance with the inner light, the love, the self-givingness of spirit, to tune into that frequency, the gift that keeps on giving within us, that's always there for the purpose of expanding our awareness of that, of expanding our consciousness of that, of tuning into a higher vibrational frequency, if you will, and then maximizing, if you will, or expanding or deepening our overall consciousness. Dr. Ernest Holmes addresses love in a writing in this way that I'd like to reveal or read to us for the purpose of hearing it different. He writes about the journey. Discovering your inner divine love and light, in contrast to your personal self, there's also an impersonal self that is with you for every moment of your existence in this lifetime. Now, let's just feel that for a moment. Discovering your inner divine love and light, in contrast to your personal self, in other words, your personality, right? And your everyday experience of it, there's also an impersonal self that is with you for every moment of your existence in this lifetime. The impersonal self is not your intellect and body. It's the invisible intelligence that animates all of life. It is responsible for all of your deepest desires. It allows your fingernails to grow, your heart to beat. It's the force that supports all of life everywhere. And I'm going to add to that, it's the force that heals your bent, tipped finger in the moment, right? It goes on to say, to appreciate the presence of this force, you must get away from the consciousness of your body and intellect, which have long held you enslaved. Obviously, this is speaking of us doing that as a state of being, a state of mind. And I believe that for all of us that's on a journey of finding personal self-empowerment through a spiritual awakening, tuning into the awakening with the intent and desire for empowerment that then invites in another spiritual awakening, which then creates a shift or expanded consciousness that ultimately then creates different experiences in life, is the purpose and the objective, while also understanding the only way that can be made manifest and attained, if you will, in our life, is by doing that to the best of our ability, moment by moment, thought by thought, choice by choice. Change your thinking, change your life. Today, it's my objective for us to imagine our individualized course of adventure in life, of seeking out to experience the sweetest reward, if you will. The love boat is of doing that by playing with the presence that is within. It's by playing with that force that supports all of life everywhere, and it's that impersonal self that is with us for every moment of our existence in lifetime. It's really love. In the context of the acronym that I've created and revealed years ago for love, life's one vital energy. LOVE, life's one vital energy. It's that template today that I invite all of us in to create a new relationship with and a new romance with, an adventure of the heart. Heart being the symbol for love, and it's really the symbol for courage. Courage, meaning to live from the heart. It requires courage for each of us to be in a romance with the vital energy, life's one vital energy, this force that is with us, that is impersonal. We were speaking once again I was laughing when we were having our shared experience earlier that it was what used to be called a power message, I believe is what it was called, in our teaching. When we were sharing that we are all called to play in the realm of tuning into the oneness and then tuning into the oneness and then tuning into the oneness, that power message, if you will. Today, I want all of us to begin to look at oneness in a new light and to remember that Dr. Holmes talks about our journey of life is all about healing. Healing through the act of tuning into wholeness, wholeness being a synonym for oneness. Oneness is that vital energy that we speak of love. So ultimately, it's about tuning into love. If love is what you're after, give yourself to love. That's what we're talking about, is tuning into that giving over to this impersonal force and then letting it have its way with us on the journey. And it's on that journey of when we remember to do that, and on that journey when we forget to do that, and to do what is to the best of our ability to not judge ourselves either way, to give ourselves a new perspective, albeit one I've spoken of many times over, to love as a force, as an energy, as a vibration. In the map of consciousness that I often reference, created by Dr. David Hawkins, where it's a viable energetic reference point that has been developed through a course of study of assigning frequencies and energies to lower frequencies, being that of misery and shame and guilt and hopelessness and apathy, which I'm sure we all may have felt at some point in the last week or a couple of weeks. Also, then kind of leaning it up to where the energy itself can be punitive and vengeful, but letting go of all of that by choosing to step into a state of courage and then neutrality and acceptance of the harmony of life itself, allowing us to move into then a state of mind where we align ourselves with the levels of enlightenment and peace and joy. And what that all means is the lower levels are kind of 0 up to 175. It's living in a state of weakness, if you will, because we don't remember who we are as divine beings, the power that we're imbued with, to then stepping into a state of strength, mentally, emotionally, choice driven, if you will, and aligning with that which is our innate nature of peace and power and beauty and joy and light and life and love and wisdom, which then tunes into a vibration, a frequency that is of a higher nature, from meaning that which is vibrates higher than the other at the scale. The lowest part of the scale is 0, 1,000 the highest. And it's from stepping into that, we open ourselves up to tuning into an illumination or an awakening, if you will, which then provides for a revelation and a transfiguration of our state of mind, ultimately providing for an opportunity to have a different experience. Although that experience may be momentary and it feels fleeting, it's by giving yourself to love repetitively and repetitively and repetitively, then we then develop that foundational consciousness that will keep us in a higher frequency zone. A lot to take in. But what I want us to remember from a energetic perspective of life, that everything is indeed energy and everything is indeed a vibration and everything is a frequency. And because we are one with that and an experience and an expression of it, then, and because we're contemplative mental beings, we can make a decision to choose what we want to give ourselves to: apathy, shame, denial, blah, 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 or love and peace and awakening and empowerment and joy. And that when we make those choices, life responds. Why is that? Because everything is indeed an interconnected energy. So let's choose our vibration and to remember that nothing rests. Everything's moving, everything vibrates. It's telling us here that at its most fundamental level, the universe and everything which comprises it is pure vibratory energy manifesting itself in different ways. The universe has no solidity as such. Matter is merely energy in the state of vibration. Why does that matter? Pun intended. Because it helps give us a different perspective of the effects or the conditions or the matter, the effect of life itself. Does it matter how we look at it? Absolutely, it matters how we look at it. Does it matter that we know that it exists? Absolutely, because we live in a universe that is a cause and effect universe. Experience, effect, form is always taking place as a result of the individualized consciousness of life and at the macro consciousness of life, which just brings us back to that foundational statement of change your thinking, change your life. Why does that matter? Because if our objective in life is to live from the oneness of life itself, and living in a state of oneness in life invokes healing, and healing then is a revealing of that wholeness, then ultimately when we're choosing how and what we want to know ourselves to be, then it must show up in form, meaning our matter in life reflects how we know ourselves to be. It may seem like I'm talking in a circular fashion, and in some ways I am. Much like we're peppering you with love, my objective today is to keep peppering us with the remembrance that it's through our choices that we experience in life, moment by moment by moment, as well as in that broadest sense in life. And so therefore, choose love. Choose love. Choose love to engage in a romantic adventure with the energy, the force that is within us. Whether we're out on the street or the sidewalk or walking our dog or watching television or having a moment where we're making our bed and we jam our finger and it hurts like a right? And the appearance is kind of funky. But my role, I, the individual, much as your role, is to make a decision. What do I want to choose to think and to know? Well, literally in this moment of physical healing. But a physical healing can only be made manifest when the healing begins inside the mind. Dr. Holmes tells us in The Science of Mind that a healing is not creating a perfect idea or a perfect body, bent finger. It's revealing an idea which is already perfect. Healing is not a process, it's a revelation. There may be a process in healing, but not a process of healing. Now, how does that relate to what's going on in the world? In our conversation, keep referencing that was taking place earlier, we were talking about the darkness and the light in the universe, and the question was asked. I said first, the biggest question is how much more darkness can there be before there's light? And the question was kind of, when is that going to happen? And I said, no one knows the answer to that. But what we do know is that the only way we can experience the magnificence of the light of the divine in its broadest sense is by tuning into it individually. What that means is we cannot experience a healed world until we choose to tune into healing for ourselves. That's not saying that there's something wrong with ourselves. It's saying that we understand the journey of changing our thinking, changing our world, moment by moment by moment, observation by observation by observation, reflection and reaction by reflection and reaction, and through intention and intention and intention. That takes courage. And to remember for that to not be punitive and not also be celebratory, to remember that it's where we're at in the moment of our journey of life. The theme for this month is love, the gift that keeps on giving, whether you want it to or not. But by choosing to want it to, meaning wanting to experience it, then you'll experience more of it. It's often that we're taught in this journey of life that there are 3 stages of love. I need you to love, need me. The second is I will love myself. The third is I am love itself. Today, I want us all to open ourselves up to not only giving ourselves to love and to choose love and to remember that we're love itself, but also know that it's okay when the moment shows up of, I need you to love and to need me. I prepared for this yesterday evening in my third or fourth iteration of preparation, and I kept reading this three stages of love. And I'm like, how's this going to show up in my life, right? Am I willing to let go of my ego and decide when I want you to need me to love you or want you to love me? And of course, I'm sitting on the couch last night, kind of relaxed on the couch with my beloved four-legged spiritual offspring who's in there on the couch right now. She just kept bringing me to her to love her and to rub her belly and to rub her chin and to rub her arm. And when I would stop, she'd take her hand and pull it back over so gently and so lovingly, but also so clearly that the journey of last night was to share that energy, which kind of took us to stage two, which is I will love myself. I got to choose to love myself in that journey of being present in the moment and knowing that she was loving herself by being in control of me loving her and her loving me, which then manifested the third stage of just simply the self-givingness of spirit exchanging itself energetically between the two of us, because we obviously don't speak the same human language. There may be some growls and some grunts that may sound familiar to all of us in a loving moment, but it was more of an energetic exchange. It was about being open to the change of the journey in a romance of being love and engaging in acts of love. That's exactly what I want us to make a commitment to today as we move into this month of February, to know that there's many facets of love while we choose to be it and to choose to give it. There's a reading that our beloved Dr. Maureen Hort shared with me years ago to put in my wedding ceremonies, and I do. And I also use it in memorial services. And I think it's pertinent and poignant for right now when I'm inviting all of us to invite in a romance with the energy of love itself. So exciting and new. And it's titled from the book Gifts from the Sea by Anne Morrow Lindbergh. And I'm going to read it to you, and I invite you to hear it both in a romantic setting, if that's something that you would like, for yourself, for someone else, or if you're in a relationship with someone else or some other sentient being. But more importantly, I'd like for you to hear it through the context of the romance with yourself, with the heart of yourself, with that impersonal self that's within you, and be willing to have the courage to play in that realm and to ride to that ride. Here's what Ms. Lindbergh writes. When you love someone, you do not love them all the time in exactly the same way, from moment to moment. It's an impossibility. It's even a lie to pretend to. And yet, this is exactly what most of us demand. We have so little faith in the ebb and flow of life, of love, of relationships. We leap at the flow of the tide and resist terror, its ebb. We're afraid it will never return. We insist on permanency, on duration, on continuity, when the only continuity possible in life, as in love, is in growth, in fluidity, in freedom, in the sense that the dancers are free, barely touching as they pass, but partners in the same pattern. The only real security is not in owning or possessing, not in demanding or expecting, not in hoping even. Security in a relationship lies neither in looking back to what was in nostalgia, not forward to what it might be in dread or anticipation, but living in the present relationship and accepting it as it is now. It's in this very moment of now that I extend an invitation, if you will, to each of us to honor the now and to become aware of it, to choose it, to feel it, to let go of what was, to detach from what is to be, and to choose love. The energy of love. the self-givingness of spirit. Feel spirit within us. And that is enough, and yet it's not. Meaning it is important to choose it and to feel it, but then to remember that we're all beings of choice. We're all mental beings, and we live in a world that is forever evolving, and we're experiencing opportunities for spiritual awakenings, which can provide personal self-empowerment and moments of looking at life and saying WTF, and at the same time going, yeah, right? But it all comes back to what thought are we choosing? I love this writing that tells us that a thought that emanates from an awareness of love and connectivity is way more powerful than a thought form that's emanating from a sense of separation and fear. Hawkins tells us that in the Map of Consciousness. He's studied it. He's proven it. Energetically, he's proven it through kinesiology. He's proved it through thousands of patients. And you and I know it to be true as well. So let's let today be the day that we begin to navigate life by honoring that which is within us through a personal, reflective act of namaste, bowing to thee, and then sharing that with the world. Namaste, my soul recognizes your soul. I honor the love, light, beauty, truth, and kindness within you because it's also within me. In sharing these things, there is no distance and no difference between us. We are the same. We are one. And so today I close with reminding us all to be on an adventure, exciting and new, on the love boat, knowing that that which we are comes back to us. And to make a decision to tune into the light of your heart and let your heart shine bright and let it glow with positivity and alignment with its divine nature, and let it sparkle with kindness, and let it illuminate the world with the love that's already there, knowing that as we give, so shall we receive. Love, the gift that keeps on giving and giving and giving and giving. Thank you. You are life's one vital energy. Teresa's going to come back and take us out on a song to wrap this all up.
All right, that was brilliant. Thank you for that. Is it the face of a child? Is it the thrill of danger? Is it the kindness we see in the eyes of a stranger? Is it more than hope? Is it more than faith? Is it waiting for us at the end of our road? I say it's love. I say it's love. Is it the one you call home? Is it the Holy Land? Is it standing right here, holding your hand? Is it just like the movies? Is it rice and white lace? Is it the feeling I get when I wake to your face? I say it's love. I say it's love. Is it a chance to belong? And is it standing right here singing this song? I say it's love. I say it's love. Is it a veil or a cross? Is it the poet's gift? Is it the face that's launched over thousands of ships? Is it making you laugh? Is it letting you cry? Is it where we believe that we go when we die? Is it how you were made? Is it your mother's ghost? Is it the wish that I'm wishing for your life? For your life, for your life the most. I say it's love. I say it's love.
Love, love, love. Very reflective. Today's been very reflective for all of us, I can tell, which is good. Well, Teresa, I'm so excited, excuse me, that we got to share this time and space continuum today.
Me
Sorry, I
too.
was looking away. My dog was out shaking, shaking herself. Normally, she's not with me on Sundays. She's next door at my neighbor's, but today he's out of town. But you and I are going to get to share time and space next Sunday together too, because you'll be the musician at Granada Hills, and I'm the guest minister. So, thank you for today, and I thank you in advance for next Sunday. So,
Well, thank you. You've given me a lot to think about. So
oh, good. That's the goal. There have been times where I've had congregants say to me, "You make my brain hurt." I'm like, "Good. That's the objective here. That's the objective." So, all right, cool. Thank you. We'll see you at the end for the song "Let There Be Peace on Earth." So, I want to thank all of you for being here. A big thank you, as we just acknowledged, to Teresa. We're thanking Travis for his work today and Robert Hensley for his. For each of you that has joined us either through Zoom and or YouTube. If you're on Zoom, we will hang out for just a little bit after the service and chat and say hello to each other. Want to let you know that, as I just stated, next Sunday I will be at Granada Hills filling in there. Their minister has retired, and so I'm going to be filling in, but you can come on our Zoom, and Robert will take you to give you the YouTube link for that, and or we'll also be publishing it throughout the week, and you can use directly the YouTube link from Granada Hills as well. So just know that all that information will be sent to you, and you will be able to tune in through there and participate and support us, and still have a Sunday morning service. And then the following Sunday, which is the 15th of February, we're back in person. So just a reminder for that. I've announced to all of you, sorry, I keep looking away. Sweeney's here, and it's so rare for me to have her in here, and I get such paranoid as a parent, like, is she okay? And of course she's okay. But what I wanted to say is I've listened and heard, and I have created a class curriculum. It's a two-part class that takes place on the 11th and what would be the 18th, I believe, of February, 2 Wednesday nights. And the title of the class is Living in a Crazy Time. And we're going to have 90 minutes class each of the two classes. And it's going to really kind of take into context what's going on in the world today and what is ours to do, and to not spiritually bypass, but give ourselves some tools on how to participate in a conscious, awakened perspective today, and to be a place to share and communicate with each other. So I would love for all of you to avail yourself of that opportunity. You can sign up through our website, csl-la.org, or send me a message and an email regarding that. It's $20 a class, and I've already written the curriculum for the first class, and it's going to be good. It's going to be really good. So know that that's the case, and I look forward to seeing you. Our midweek morning meditation takes place Wednesday mornings at 8:30. New thought text for the day goes out each morning at 7:30. Make sure to avail yourselves of all of that and to share with your friends and family if you haven't done that, and know that all is indeed well. And so Teresa's going to come on and take us out with the song, Let There Be Peace on Earth. I invite us all to sing along, and let's let that be our affirmative prayer for the day. And then after that, we're going to say goodbye to those of you on YouTube. And if you're on Zoom, we will stay on and say a brief hello. Teresa, take us out, please. Thank you.
You guys sing from home. It feels good to sing, right? Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as our power, united all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Yes, peace begins with me. Yes, this is the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. Take each moment, live each moment, peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, let it begin with me. Y'all have a great day.